Hello and welcome back to City Skylines San Vooprisco, where last time we actually didn't have a disaster. That was refreshing, nothing really went wrong. Not the chances of that happening 2 episodes in a row is very, very low. So we're going to be on the lookout for doing as much as we can to prevent disasters. Also, I was made aware that this is going in a direction which would make it pretty much impossible for it to function, since they have to load it on the right. Yeah, you're not wrong. This is not incorrect. Okay, well, I have a simple solution here, and it's to redo this so that it will actually work. So let's do that. Let's make a slightly bigger roundabout. Let's make it go in a direction that makes sense for what we're doing. It's up a mountain, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. There we go, that looks good. And now what we're going to do is we're gonna make it so that they can go in that way, or they can choose to go this way. And then they have the choice to get off of the roundabout here. And that's completely their choice. Okay, that was that issue all solved now. Very nice. Although it's flooding. That's slightly disappointing. You know what? I'm gonna add another thing to this roundabout. Believe it or not. We're just going to add a very, very quick... Oh, there's no space. We will make space. 1 second. Let's grab this. Bam. Bam. Flatten some area here. Probably gonna need the soil anyways. And then we will go like this and put down a flood station. Yay! Now we don't have to worry about it anymore. Isn't that just fantastic? We'll even give them their own power. And now that area should be safe from flooding. And it's also a little flooding area that could help the rest of the city in certain situations, so I guess overall it's good for everyone. But look at how many people are coming over to this hub. It's fantastic. Also, this shouldn't cross over like this. And they just want to go. We'll give them the option to do that. Without getting in the way of everyone else. Like so. Looking good. Get in there. Slowly but surely. Improvements are occurring. Okay, that looks pretty efficient to me. I don't think there's many ways we could make it better. I wish we could improve the road on this, but we can't. It's sending a ton of freight all over the city, and that's the best part. It is really doing its job. Both through the rails and through the sea. We've got some great transit set up in this city. Okay, so that's all looking good. I do want to focus on building up this area more. It's very resilient and it's very industrial. Like, geez. I think I'm gonna set up some office areas though. We don't really have any, and our education isn't bad. Although it does need to be improved. Let me check high school. Ooh, we're falling behind. Yikes. Let's fix that up. How about now? No, we're gonna need more. More high schools. All of the others, people around here, forgot about them. And where else do we need a high school? Probably another one in this main city area. Is that gonna push us? Now we're over the amount we need, but barely. So I'm gonna add one more, and I'll add it over here. This district doesn't really have any education. Park. University, we're actually about to fall behind. But you know what we can do, which is probably cheaper than making all these schools. We can just increase the education budget a bit. That'll ensure that we are definitely within the amount we need. Yeah, so we're good now. And let's look at drafting up these areas for offices. There's some center area here that I think I can use pretty well. So I'm a big believer in using all the space we have, but I also know that roads that are too weird will contribute to our traffic issues, so just have to be a little bit careful when we plan these out. But I think that right there is going to work good. And then all we have to do is zone it up. Boop. Boop. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a mess here. That's all fine. Let's just zone this properly. Great. We now have offices. Wow. How fancy. But it's a good use of the space. It's something we do need. And look at that. Our demand has dropped down to 0, which means that we can fit more residential area in now, because that's going to be the next demand, and that's really what we need. We're at 42,000. Our population is just doing fantastic right now. Yeah, we are pushing through. We're about to hit 50,000. That'll be exciting. I'm not sure. So if we were to pull that road over from the highway, I think I'm more interested in making a full new residential area. I'm just afraid about the threat of tsunamis, because they could go through here and around, and we're kind of losing that safe haven we've got going on if something really big hit. We may want to move further into the mountains a little bit, which I think we can actually buy more. We can, but which way would we want to go? I think this is a bit nicer over here. Can we buy more than one? No, we can buy one. But I think I'm actually going to invest a lot of money into building up a new residential area over here, because even though the mountain is pretty steep and it's going to be really expensive to flatten this out, we're doing it, and it's actually not that bad for the price. It's worth having an area that the citizens aren't going to die in. So let's see, I think that's actually pretty good. I've got a plan, as always. We've got some heavy road here, which I'm gonna pull out of this intersection after I move this down very slightly. Okay, so building up this kind of main road here as a framework, Let's go ahead and make all the areas for the residents. And I don't know, that's not the cleanest thing. Oh, okay, so after the last one, the last episode, the game does not feel like being nice and giving us another day without a disaster. That one's pretty darn big. We'll know what level it is in a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna turn on all of our defenses in advance, because this one looks really bad. I'm slightly nervous. Gonna be honest. I wish I could keybind to turn these all on with one key. Yep, I am slightly worried about this one. That one looks a bit larger. That's quite the tsunami. Oh, and this is already actually slightly filled still. Let's get everything online. Those are already on. Those are already on. 17.8. Oh, that is leaps and bounds bigger than the last one we had. It's taller than this wall I was making. It's kind of a joke. Okay. Okay. We have a lot of soil, so the first thing we're going to do is this wall is going to be finished very quickly. And where are we going to get the soil from? That's a good question. We can make this into a bigger basin. That works. If we can knock out a majority of the tsunami in the very beginning, that would be a huge advantage to us. Man versus tsunami. Okay. Gonna be honest, that's very close to hitting that wall. We can probably do one more little expansion before it's too late. Come on. Okay, we can do a bit more. I think that taking the soil out of here is going to be beneficial too. Maybe we can actually get this wall to a very good size before it hits. That would actually be extremely useful to us. I mean, if we can cut its size in half, dealing with half the water, I'd be very happy with that result. This is costing a lot of money. Oh, evacuations. Yes, evacuations. We're doing those early this time. Evacuate. Everyone evacuate. Okay. Okay. I did it early this time. Probably not as early as I should have, but we're on the lowest speed. So, I did it somewhat quickly. Okay, so it's hitting that first main wall. Wow. Okay, that is no joke. That is a very worrying tsunami. Yikes. That is much larger than the last ones we've dealt with. Now, it hitting this wall
residents should avoid roads and waterfronts.
Is certainly doing some, but there's so much over here without a wall. Oh, yikes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, Plan B. Plan B. This is going to be really bad if I don't do anything drastic. Plan B. We have to raise the wall. It's not tall enough. It needs to get a lot taller very quickly. Come on. Come on. That's more like it. Okay. Okay, this is going to be kind of hard to draw with. Here we go. Oh, boy. This is a bad one. This is a really bad one. Really, really grasping here to try to stay safe. Oh shoot, there's a part of the wall here. Okay. Yikes, it's about to hit. Okay, please pumps. Please, please pumps, do your job. You're gonna be able to do it. I believe in you. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, it's hitting. It is going over. Okay. No time to freak out, it's just time to get serious. Staying calm is the #1 thing in a serious situation. San Vooprisco has made it through a lot of disasters, and it looks like the wall is preventing a lot of water from entering. There is a bit going over. As is to be expected, we're losing a lot of money because everyone has been evacuated. How many people are actually in the shelters? That's a good question. Do we have a shelter up here? I need to figure out where all my shelters are, because if I have some up here, I don't want them running. No, I don't. They're all... Wait. Shelters. Bam, bam. No. You guys. How many people are in all of these? Only 3,000 out of how many? 7,000? Are you kidding me? You guys had a lot of time. Okay, so we held back a very high amount of water. However, even though we've made kind of a very interesting area over here, this... Oh, from the edge. Okay. Yep, that hurt. That hurt big time coming in from the edge here. Oh boy, that went by our defenses. Ooh. That is not pretty. A lot of the buildings are surviving the hit. How's it going over here? Now that wall is pretty massive, but I don't think the park district is going to fare well.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the
Oh
water recedes.
boy, there goes our hub. It may actually make it up that mountain a little bit. Looking back over here, the damage is monumental. Not to the west side of the city. The west side is actually doing pretty well. And even the east side isn't completely destroyed. The taller buildings are safe as usual. But there is a... You can't deny the amount of damage we're taking right now. And the flooding is spreading very quickly. There is more water than we can deal with. We have to step up our pumping capabilities very, very quickly. Come on. Come on. There we go. Get those waves down. Okay, so we do have serious flooding, but it's going down very quickly. And that's what matters, as long as we can deal with it. We need emergency, emergency to get in place. We don't want the building to be abandoned, so I'm going to set up a new area for flood trucks. Get there fast. Okay, they're sending out the flood trucks. Let's see how quickly they can get over to the city, though.
Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
There they are. There they are. They're in the city. Hopefully they do their job. Oh, the backflow. I knew that was gonna happen, too. Okay, the flood trucks are dealing with the situation. Slowly, but surely. Most of the buildings, most of the city is safe. We have to get the disaster response unit back, which is going to be challenging without a disaster response unit. Do we have another one somewhere?
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid
Yeah, we're gonna make a
roads and
secondary
waterfronts
one
until
over
the
here.
water recedes.
Okay, you're going to save people in the other part of the city. Hopefully the flooding doesn't get this far. No. The hub actually wasn't hit too hard. It's not, like, broken. It's just damaged. This over here, though, is completely destroyed. Okay, so that was the result of a large tsunami hitting, a very large tsunami hitting.
A tsunami has struck the city.
We're running low on food, but it's safe enough to release the citizens. So, we're back in debt. Shoot. Okay, so as it stands, we're falling back into debt again. Many of our people survived. That's the main thing to take away from this. For a tsunami that big, we kept 22,000 people alive. But that's gonna be the harshest drop we've had. Yeah. We lost a lot of progress there. Oof, 4 years of progress lost. Yeah, that's gonna set us back. Hopefully the population rebounds quickly because the buildings are still there. Oh, it looks like we are getting money. We're out of debt already. We have to repair infrastructure as quickly as possible to ensure that people will move back into the city. But it's gonna be expensive and time-consuming. We are having property value issues. Shoot. We need to repair things to get that property value back up. Come on, stop complaining. The population is going back up, not as quickly as I'd hoped. Oh, there it goes. It's speeding up. There we go. Okay, we're not making money very quickly. I'm gonna take out a loan. There we go. That should fix the property value issues before everyone moves out. Fire service. You're still complaining, huh? Probably because of the marina and a hotel over here. But I'm not really concerned about that right now. Concerned more about important services. I'll fix it if I can, but I can't. You guys, Park made it by very well. Way better than I thought they'd turn out after that. The population is rebounding. They're coming back after the evacuations. But that was quite a bit of damage. Gonna be honest. The industrial district wasn't affected. The far west part of the city wasn't affected. Yeah, the canal system... If we hadn't built the canal system, the city would have been gone this episode for sure. that would have been the end of this series. So I'm proud to say that the canal system works not only well, but far better than I thought it would. It was definitely worth the small comparative investment and ripping up the roads. It looks like the secondary wall also did a great job. I mean, you can even see that the level of water in front of here is much lower than anywhere that didn't have the wall. I mean, it'll get stable at some point, but I think that goes to show that the wall did help out. It was a smart investment. We're losing a bit of money, but that's to be expected. We're in a city made for 50,000 people, and there's only 25,000. But I think everyone's going to move back in, and that debt's gonna drop at some point. Although it is mounting pretty quickly. Yeah, because that population drop made the worker shortage much worse, which is causing our industry to close down. And that's why this is happening. Yeah, large amounts of industry are shutting down. Not much I can say. That's to be expected. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. That's it. We took on a level 17.8, I think, Tsunami, and we're still here, aren't we? Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Look at that wall. Yeah, that was pretty quick building. It's kind of gross looking. I may flatten it next episode and make it look a little bit better. But that'll all be next time. Bye.